After a heartbreaking loss in overtime against Montevallo, the Lakers look to rebound here against another team from Alabama as the number 19 team in the country looks to get back on the winning ways. Hi, everyone. I'm William Schindler. We thank you for tuning in and welcome alongside. As the Lakers, a heartbreaker in that OT loss. They could not score 1-0 as Ryan King, the leading scorer on this team, the leading scorer in the nation, was out in that match. He will be a scratch again here today, so they're going to have to look for some offense and get going from other quarters. Now, this is a team that does have scores all over the place, but like we said, the last game, a little bit stymied and just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. So we're looking for adjustments there. The key word, according to Coach Peterson, energy. So we'll see. 4-1 are the Lakers, 19th in the land. We'll see what happens depending on this game and when the next polls come out. The West Alabama Tigers in town, 2-1. First ever meeting between the two, the team from Livingston, Alabama. Let's get the starting lineup first for those Tigers, as in goal, the keeper from just outside of Paris in France. Les Meroux is the exact neighborhood, and that is Cosmas Ubazaro, a 5'8" keeper, as the midfielder in front of him will be number 6, Adam Zayed. Number 8 is Kieran Mall from Scotland. He'll wear, as we said, number 8. Number 9, Vince Stans. Number 10 is Kyle McLeod, a forward, also from Scotland. I should say Stans from the Netherlands, a very international roster as well. Liam Conduno, I should say. Actually, it's a little bit of a tricky name, but he's from Hoover, Alabama. The defender will wear number 12, a junior. Number 14 is Richard Lopez, a freshman from Houston, Texas. He'll be in the midfield. Jared Walker, a defender from Birmingham, Alabama, wears number 15. Maxim Correa, also from France, in the midfield, wearing number 16. A defender is number 17, Colin Rye, a graduate student from the West Midlands in England, Coventry to be exact. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Tigers is number 26, Ethan Acton, a defender from Birmingham, Alabama. We'll get you the starting lineup now for the Lakers. A reminder that we will pause for the national anthem, though, so if we are interrupted, just keep that in mind. In goal, and there's a few wrinkles we should put in here for the starting lineup for Pete Peterson, but as always, Theo Blachon in goal, the junior from Saint-Etienne in France, has been so good so far, and we'll pause. Starting lineups will continue after the national anthem. National anthem in the books. We told you about Blachon. Let's meet the rest of the 10 for Pete Peterson and the 4-1, number 19th in the country, Lakers. A graduate defender's played his way into the starting lineup and stuck there. That's number 2, Toby Gertner from Pfaffenhofen, Germany. He's been so good as Ignacio Perez in the starting lineup, the senior from Madrid. He'll also be back in the backfield, and might see him slip up in the midfield as well. Jordan Knight, who had one of the game savers to a point last match, stopped the goal with Blashon being out of position, and Knight, the senior from Havia, and by way of course, England, and so good, so steady in that defensive back. Mitro Turunen, one of the striking midfielders from Vantaa, Finland, just outside of Helsinki, gets the start. The junior wears number 10. Cody Crimmins, the junior transfer from McDonough. He'll be one of the strikers. He's been a very good addition, and they're looking for some action and maybe some scoring out of him with King out. He'll wear number 13. Hector Gutierrez, number 14, the senior from Asheville, gets the start. Josh Rogers, and another graduate. He is from Newcastle, England, at 6'4". Number 17 is Rogers. He has been very good as well, especially moving up and down the wings. Henry Nguyen, a midfielder from Helsinki, wears number 19. Jack Stevens wears number 21, the sophomore from Brisbane, Australia. And up front, and seeing if he can slip a few goals past, it'll be number 68, the 5'5" powerhouse of freshman Gio Rios. So there you go, the starting 11 for both sides. If you're staring into the sun, so are we. Give it a few, and we'll be able to see. The nice part, and I don't like it because I like longer days, so preferably, look, summertime is my thing, but it is kind of nice when the days get shorter, especially with the position here when we start these games at 7. We're always happy when the sun goes down and it's not on our face or our audience face. So just keep in mind it's about 7 minutes from going down under that tree line, and then we'll all be much happier, and our corneas will also be happier too. So the Lakers in orange. First time we've seen that here at home, all orange, white stripes down those shorts, and orange socks. It is white with red numbers for the University of West Alabama. Tigers, Lakers, Tigers left to right, and the Lakers will move right to left across your screen. Far side, the Lakers looking for a quick strike, trying to get it all the way down to Crimmins, and right away we will get introduced to Ubazaru, the keeper, the freshman from outside of Paris. We've got 2 French keepers here this evening. Of course, we told you about Ubazaru as Gertner plays it back and then trying to lift it over Rogers' head. Gets it all the way to the near side off of Stevens. The Australian plays it back forward. But now as it comes back, trickling to Rogers, he'll go back to the keeper and Blashon, his first touch. Blashon is from just outside of the Alps. So same country, much different location though. As France, a very good, and I know the English players probably are not going to like this when I say this, but one of the better powerhouses in Europe when it comes to soccer on the international level. France is very good consistently in the World Cup, and of course that is a big rivalry between England and France, and of course throw in Spain and pretty much everybody else there. Here's Rogers. Rogers looking for a through ball up top, trying to go on that quick strike, can't do so to Gutierrez. It'll be played back out. Now returning the favor, it's Kyle McLeod, the young man from Scotland, comes across here, playing it back through the midfield, and Maul. Back off to that far side wing. They'll play it again through McLeod, and now they'll go back over through Rye. Rye from the West Midlands. Transferred over from Maryland, though. Throw in on the far side for the Tigers. Went off that far side sideline. As we said just a few moments, we'll have a better view of the field for you and us as the sun just slipping. Like we said, the Lakers ranked for the first time in 8 years, and we'll see if that continues. They need a win here for sure. Here's Turunen. He'll play it off to the near side. Stevens with it, back, bouncing it to Rogers. Big left foot, trying to play it forward to Crimmins. He'll settle it for a moment. Goes off of his foot, though, right to one of the Tigers' defenders in Lopez. Forward, now off of Maul. And they'll now have an attack, an opportunity. Through ball to Acton, trying to get back. Gertner tracking it down. Gertner tripped up, goes off the end line, and are we going to have our first corner? I believe we are. Yes, we are. So the University of West Alabama, the Tigers, will take a corner from this near side. Still scoreless, early going, 42-15 and ticking. William Schindler with you. We thank you for tuning in. As heading over to the corner, it looks like Jared Walker, the sophomore defender from Birmingham, Alabama, went out to Hoover High School, which when you talk about football, that is usually at Hoover High. There's another kind of football going on. In swinger, headed up there by Rogers over the net, and we'll have a corner from the other side. A little pregame flyover, pregame flyover. 7:47, China Southern Airways coming over the field. So that's an unusual sight. Someone headed out to a long flight, but we've got a very good matchup here to focus on. Is far side corner, deep. Trying to head it back. Nicely played there by the Lakers. Blashon will pluck it out of the air. Looked like Nguyen was in there as well to kind of parry it back with his body, and it was good defense for the Lakers all in all to extricate it on two corners. One from the near side, one from the far side, and now the Lakers will try to go on offense as Knight will play it through Gertner, and we'll swing it around through Rogers. Those three defenders, kind of a different look for Pete Peterson. Usually plays four back there, playing a three-player defense this evening, and I'd assume then a little bit more up front. Looks like, just looking at it, I think he's got four up front. Kind of a different look. Trying to switch things up, get some offense. They were looking for Crimmins. It'll get past him on the pass there that was coming off the foot of Jack Stevens, and it'll roll all the way to Ubazaru, the keeper. Cosmas Ubazaru, not that tall, 5'8". On the other side of things, of course, Blashon is 6'6". They'll go down that far side wing. Now having to stop it, the Tigers, crossing it to the middle. Gertner lays a foot into it, keeping it alive. Gertner now on a chip, goes out to the far side, taken by the University of West Alabama and Zaid. And as that will go over out of a very errant shot, the back line will have a goal kick for the Lakers. The Lakers, for the team that was leading in scoring in the nation the last time out, couldn't get a goal, and it was very frustrating for the coaching staff. They're looking for a little bit of a different result here today. And I mean, quite honestly, this is the first meeting. There's not much of a big scouting report they had. This team that we don't know a ton about. Well, their last pronounce was a few games ago, so we didn't really have a good feel of what happened to their even the last match. Here's Rios. Rios looking to move to his right. Comes back, centers it in the central part of the pitch. Knight was waiting for it. Passes over to the far side. Lakers trying to make a move down that far side wing. Coming back through. There's Nguyen. Knight. And it'll come back to Gertner. Toby Gertner. Young man from Pfaffenhofen plays it forward. Header gets over Rogers' head. Plays it back to Runen. A brief touch. To Runen will be whistled for the foul. Got into it there and took down Kyle McLeod, the junior from Montrose, Scotland. Went to Dundee and Angus College before playing with the Tigers. To Runen, by the way, wearing the captain's armband for this match. First time, I believe, that he has been designated a captain so far in his career. Headed down by Gertner. Back in the middle of the pitch. An awkward spot now. The Tigers with an opportunity as Acton crossing. Trying to get in the backside of the net. Too far. It'll roll down to that far side flag as it'll be tracked down by the Tigers. They keep it alive. Far side sideline. Another crosser. Back to the middle. Gets past Gertner's head. Lifted in the air by Rogers. Plays it off the near side sideline. A throw in for the Tigers now. So Lakers have primarily been playing defense in this match, which I'm sure is not what they've wanted to do, at least game plan-wise, to this point. McLeod back to the thrower as Acton crossed up, keeps it on the near side sideline, slide tackled out of bounds there by Rogers. Another throw-in upcoming. Tigers do it all over again. Ethan Acton will do so. Gets it to the feet there of McLeod. Back to the middle. Now with a touch, Walker on the ground. Keeps it off the feet of Stans. It'll come back here to the near side before Rogers will get a foot into it. Play it forward. On the run. Here's Crimmins. Cody Crimmins now. He's got three in front of him, though, and it's knocked away. The defender getting back That was Kieran Mall, a senior from Houston, Scotland, by way of St. Joseph's College. Throw in for the Lakers, though, here as Rogers looking to put it on frame. Can't do so. It will come a little bit wide on this near side post. So the Lakers with their first opportunity, but was not accurate. 36-50 and ticking in the first half of play. We are scoreless. Ubazaru taking his time. Long kick for the young man from France in the crease. Got it across midfield. Taken by Tarunin to Rogers now and back to Mitro. Go back to Josh, surveying the situation. The lone striker back there was Vince Stans. The young man, a graduate student from Sittard, Netherlands. There's really, when you look at the University of West Alabama and their scoring, they've only had 4 goals. They've been outscored 5-4. And no one has scored twice. McLeod, Condon, Rye, and Walker have been the scorers so far. Shot on goal, but didn't have the pace as it came off the foot of Hector Gutierrez. An easy save there for Ubazaru. So the Lakers do get it on frame, but like we said, it was nothing to fool the keeper. We're still 0-0. We'll swing it through the defense. Crimmins will maybe force the issue a bit as Rios comes up as well. Played forward off the head of one of the Lakers midfielders. Finally settled at the feet of Jordan Knight. He'll play it back through his keeper, Theo Blachon. Blachon now, huge leg. Left foot, though, keeps it on the ground. Rolls it right back to Knight. He'll cross it using the width to go to Gertner. Gertner now looking to see where he'll distribute. Thinks about going back to Knight. Instead goes to a win. Pitch and catch back to Gertner. Forcing the situation. Coming in. Crashing is one of the strikers. That was Kyle McLeod. Instead they'll play it back. Lakers have to worry a little bit here as McLeod stays active. Pressing the issue. Tarunin comes back to the rescue as it was a 3-player defense back there for the Lakers. Tarunin roves back. Plays it over to the far side now. Trying to relieve that pressure. So far they did. And they'll try to get into that attacking third before it's met and put back out as now Knight will take it back and will do it all over again. So a reset for the Lakers as Gertner plays it off. A little bit of a missed touch, but coming back for it now is Rogers. Rogers trying to play it across the center stripe. Does so. Left foot on the ground. Crimmins with it. Crimmins back to now Rogers. Rogers trying to set something up here on this near side wing. And tripped up, no whistle, play on. Rios gets it, the 5'5" forward, goes right back to Nguyen. The young man whose parents from Vietnam moved over to Finland, as now they'll play over on that far side wing. Lakers looking for something. I think that is trying to go inside to Gutierrez. Couldn't connect on that pass. Knight now playing forward. Knight through him. Knight really forward for him. They'll go on that far side. An offside flag up on the far side is slipping back. That is Ignacio Perez, the senior from Madrid. Transferred over from Truett McConnell University. And he's one of the guys. Ignacio looking to get going, at least offensively, with no Ryan King. On the far side, though, it's a chance now for Stans and the Tigers. Played into the corner, coming back now through McLeod. McLeod shadowed from behind by Perez. Back off as they went through Gutierrez, backside, and crossing too much. That was Richard Lopez, the midfielder from Houston, Texas. Couldn't do so there, at least get it in the back of the net for the Tigers. There's 2 players, I should say, from Houston on this squad, as it'll go back to the keeper. 1, though, from Texas, 1 from Scotland. So a little bit of a difference there. I told you that Lopez is from Houston, Texas, and, of course, Kieran Mall from Houston, Scotland. A little bit of a temperature difference, I would say, between those two. Summertime's a little bit different. I would say that wool sweaters go farther in Scotland than they would in Houston, Texas. 32-35 on the clock and ticking. Lights on, sun going down. We're scoreless so far. The Lakers, though, have been primarily back on defense. They've had a few shots on goal so far, looking for a little bit more offense. And here's an opportunity now as they've got Jack Stevens, the sophomore from Brisbane. He'll come with the ball now, trying to get on strike here, crossing to the middle. Backside, couldn't hammer it home, but the Lakers put it on frame, and it was just wide on that far side into the side of the net, I believe, off of the foot of Hector Gutierrez. It will be touched, though, by the keeper, they will rule, as he batted it away, and that might have been why it looked like it was at least close. He parried it out enough that it touched him, or at least someone, it looked like, and the Lakers will have a far side corner. And again, I believe that is Hector Gutierrez to take the corner. Backside header. They were looking for Rogers. Headed up to Runin, will get the ricochet. Tries to play it back on frame and lifted it too high. It'll get on top of the net. 31-30 and ticking. We've been told that was Jack Stevens taking the corner. Thank you, Josh. That's Josh Darling giving us the look over there on that far side. So the Lakers, he's got a telephoto lens. That helps. And the Lakers, though, with their first really sustained offense of the evening. Ubazaru, big foot. Tell you what, I'd like to have both of these keepers as a whistle stops play. And a free kick for the Lakers. They'll play it back quickly off of Knight to Gertner. But the two French keepers this evening, of course, the distinct height advantage to the Lakers' Theo Blachon, but they both have huge legs. I mean, this would be a fun kickoff between the two keepers to see how deep they could put a ball if they were just going from the same spot in competition. Rogers forward. Crimmins, a touch. Trying to get it through Stevens. On the ground to Runin. Big crosser, trying to go to that backside, and Gutierrez settles at the feet of Hector for the moment. He'll play it forward, and they'll go off that end line. A goal kick upcoming for the Tigers. Still no score, lights on, and we're about 15 minutes into this one so far. And if you're just tuning in, we welcome you. And really, the report at this point has been the Lakers with a little bit of offense, but primarily it has been the Tigers. And if you're just tuning in, the Lakers 19th in the country, and they were the first-ranked team offensively in the country, and now about third in the nation. I think they've slipped down just a little bit. And, of course, they had a 10-0 win, a 10-0 win, and that really does throw things out of whack. It also is not helping that they don't have Ryan King for the second consecutive match, as the redshirt senior nursing a toe injury. They hope to have him back soon, though. And he is a big part of what they like to do. Of course, Dusan Stankovic as well, an outstanding midfielder, is also sidelined. So, I mean, those are two big injuries. You talk about Peach Belt Conference Players of the Week. King has been doing well. And, of course, Jordan Knight is in there as a defender. Keeper Theo Blachon got that accolade as well. So, I mean, a lot of superlatives that fly around. But, of course, Blachon with a little bit of a shoulder issue. He's playing, but just nicked up. And, you know, at this point in the year, that's kind of what happens. You hope you have a healthy team. They are deep, but you need some players to step up, especially on the offensive side. Speaking of Jordan Knight, there he is on the far side. Gets it through Gutierrez and gets it right back. They'll go there through Perez on the ground, keeping it now. The Lakers on that far side looking for a little bit of a cross. Couldn't connect with Jack Stevens. It'll go over to Runin's head. He tries to play it back. Knight there as well. He finally gets to Runin. Playing there on the far side with McLeod. Lakers will stop. Come back over Rios' head. And the win. Plays it on his right foot. Over here to the near side. Rogers with it. He's got Stevens to his right. Instead goes a little bit deeper. Played off the chest of Gutierrez, it looked like. And it'll come all the way back to Knight. Lakers still in control, but trying to penetrate into that attacking third. Deep ball headed back there. Rogers now trying to track it down. He'll watch it go out as it's played off of one of the back's heads for the Tigers, and a throw in for the Lakers here on the near side. Stevens in front of him. Instead, he'll go into Crimmins. Crimmins back through to Runin. Mitro settles it. Now with the right foot, a pass to Gio Rios. Rios, the 5'5" striker, over to the far side. That is Ignacio Perez. Ignacio on frame and plucking it from the air is the 5'8" freshman from just outside of Paris. And Lemeru is Cosmas Ubazaru. We'll have a whistle midfield. Rios commits the foul. A free kick here for the Tigers. Kieran Mall will take it from just about 2 steps over the center line. Everyone getting in position at the 27:02 mark till the half. No score, first ever meeting. Just Alabama coming over from Livingston, Alabama. About a 4-hour drive. They came over last evening. Smart thing to do, especially with the traffic in the greater Atlanta metro. Nice ball in from Mall. That is headed back, though, by Knight. It'll come out as Rios using his speed, the pacing to track it down. He'll move it up this near side sideline. Cuts it back as the defender cut in front of him was McLeod. He'll cross, goes to the far side, trying to track it down Gutierrez. Perez comes over as well. It'll be a throw in the direction of the Lakers. They'll do it quickly as Hector Gutierrez throws it in. The senior gets it right back through Tarunan. Tarunan, Rios. And he'll flip it now back through Gertner. Gertner now will cross back through Rogers. Rogers with that left foot. Keeping possession on the ground, trying to get a through ball through Crimmins. Couldn't hold on to it. It was knocked away from one of the defenders behind him. Looked like it was a good work there by Mall. And a whistle stops play as the Tigers try to go on the attack. And they'll have the advantage. So Lakers back on defense. And setting up for that free kick will be Kieran Mall, senior from Houston, but of course that in Scotland. Nice ball towards the box, headed in the air by Rogers, waiting for it to come down. Gertner will tap it back with his forehead and lift it well high. That almost got into the flight pattern as Maxim Rye will connect. First time we talked about the defender, graduate student from Coventry in the West Midlands. That was an impressive display of his strength, but not accuracy. A goal kick for the Lakers. Standing over that far side. Perez had a touch. Now to come back through Knight. And let's see, plays it right back through his keeper. Gertner looking to advance. Left foot. Didn't connect it fully, but it was a nice finesse pass to Rogers. Rogers, nothing in front of him. He'll have to go right back to Gertner. Now Toby. Back through his keeper. Really nothing there on this near side wing. Good defense from the Tigers. So they'll reverse, try the other side to pluck it apart. Going all the way over, trying to get it over the head there of Gutierrez. And it'll be played back. So both sides in the wings shut down by the West Alabama Tigers. And just an early observation, they played some very good defense. It's been hard to get any type of sustained attack going for the Lakers. I think that's something we've seen early on that, again, frustrating that, want some of that offense. We said in the open, if you missed that, the key word for the Lakers going around the locker room was energy. Energy as we hit the 24-minute mark till the half. It's Pete Peterson wanting everyone to come out. And he told me, and this has been a little bit of a surprise. I guess it's maybe a litmus test of how he feels this team is doing. Said, hey, you know what? If they're not playing well in the first 5 minutes, he's going to go to the bench. We have not seen any substitutions on either side so far. And a win now with it. That got deflected as he tried to play it forward, but the Lakers will get the bounce. Goes off of Perez. Loose ball, foul on Ignacio. Advantage will go to the Tigers. Adam Zaid, a graduate student from Dublin, Ireland. Lopez headed back by Nguyen. Loose ball. Rogers picks it up, trying to play it in front of Crimmins. Crimmins might have an opportunity here. He's got two in front of him, one to his right. That's Stevens trying to go back. Rios was lurking behind everyone. They'll go over through Perez. A crosser. Backside. Crimmins lurking. Goes off of the near side post, and then it's saved on a header. Oh, my. Oh, boy, did that have every chance of going in off of the head of Jack Stevens. The sophomore from Brisbane was in a brilliant position to close it out. And it ricocheted back off of the near side post, and it looked like everything was going to go right for a 1-0 lead. Instead, we sit still at a scoreless tie. Now the Lakers displaying the flash there that they need to get on the scoreboard and have the advantage as they play it back now into the near side corner. It'll be down there. Fight ensuing for the touch right on the flag and ushered out, I believe, here on the near side. We'll have a whistle. It'll be in favor of the Lakers. So the throw-in upcoming just on this near side of the flag. Credit to Josh Rogers, the 6'4" defender from Newcastle, England, transfer over from the University of Northumbria. He's been really good. And you talk about this defense. Look, the offense has been spectacular. We talked about all of the things with the Lakers leading the nation in scoring, et cetera, et cetera. And, they really had a fine go of it, even with K now 33rd in the country in scoring. But the defense has played very well, and shows the goalkeeping of Theo Blachon. Something kind of gets caught up. Here's Rios on the ground. The win couldn't connect. Looked like he was wanting to go at the goal. Couldn't get the foot into it thoroughly. Comes back through Crimmins off his foot. Rogers will get it back. Touch back through Crimmins. He gets separated from it. And now on the run, here comes Vince Stans. Stans tripped up by Crimmins from behind. Plays over to the near side, though, as it'll go through Lopez. Swinging it back. Lopez retreating. He'll go back through his defense all the way back here through Column Rye. Crossing it. Middle of the pitch. Lift in the air there. Nicely touched by the Lakers and Gutierrez. On the far side, Rios slide tackle separated, advantage Lakers, as they'll have the throw-in off the far side sideline. Just under 21 minutes left to play. William Schindler with you. We thank you for tuning in here on a gorgeous evening just south of Atlanta. We've got some of the nicer temperatures of the year to this point. And we'll be in the mid-70s this evening, not sweating, just standing here as a crosser, trying to get to Crimmins. He'll head it back, trying in that delicate area, but it is extricated nicely by the defense of the Tigers. Isaac Pimenta will be the first substitution of the evening for the Lakers as Tarunen will cross it over. Far side again, Gutierrez will play it back too deep over the netting and over the fence for a goal kick. And the Lakers... only Pimenta will come in, Kay will come in, and we will see Olavo Gumieres as well, and Langston Blackstock. So Langston Blackstock, the sophomore transfer from Coastal Carolina. Arietta coming off Rios, as well as Stevens, Gutierrez, and Crimmins are the four that will come back to the bench. So Pete Peterson waiting a little bit, but then does make wholesale substitutions under the 20-minute mark till the half. No score between these two. Really, if you had to give a grade on it to this point, a slight advantage for the Tigers. They have been primarily the more aggressive team out of the two offensively, although the Lakers are remedying that to this point. They have really started to open it up a little bit more. We'll see if these fresh legs can do so. Here's Blackstock back through Nguyen. Rogers. Ball toward the attacking third off of Blackstock's right foot. Tarunen headed back in the direction of Nguyen. Nguyen, nobody in front of him. He'll cut it back, trying to go through the picket fence of defenders. Tripped up, plays forward, no whistle. They'll play on. Gumieres runs out of real estate. A throw-in coming here for the Tigers under the 19-minute mark on the near side sideline. Ethan Acton will do so. The defender from Birmingham. Rogers off of the throw and heads it back, and we'll have a whistle, a foul, a hard one that sent one of the Lakers to the ground. And that was Gumieres who got fouled, the 5'9" Sao Paulo, Brazil product. I think he is okay. We hope. Either way, Gumieres does draw the foul. Sao Paulo, one of the larger areas of Brazil. Actually, I think that might be, I have to look that up, one of the larger cities, if not the largest. Crossing to the backside. Knight was up for the challenge, couldn't get the head on it though. It'll come back through Nguyen, over through Tarudan now. Mitro with possession, trying to keep it alive on the strike for the Lakers. Will go down to the corner, trickled off over there on the far side. And now the Lakers, who were looking for Pimenta over there, will have to go back on at least defense for the moment with a throw-in opportunity on the far side sideline for the Tigers. Tarunan headed into space. That space occupied by one of the Tigers as it'll be played forward by Correa. We talked about Maxim Correa too much. He's been over there on that far side wing. I'll have another throw-in with Correa. Actually, that'll be McLeod. See our first substitution for the Tigers. Coming out will be Richard Lopez. Into the match is Hugo Cochenou, a midfielder, graduate student from Mont-de-Marsan in France. I was telling her SID before, I never took French in school. Took a lot of Spanish, and I should have taken French now, all these years. It's good for broadcasting baseball. It's not paying off as much, and at least here, this as it will be crossed to the middle. Nicely played out there by Gertner off to the far side, the graduate defender. But a throw-in upcoming for the West Alabama Tigers on that far side with Jared Walker to do so. Walker with really not many people close to him. Maul might be the closest, and he drifts away. This is going to be a long, long throw. And that will get towards the box. Out is Blachon, out of position, headed back, played toward the keeper, parries it over the top of the crossbar, and what a save. Oh my, that probably would have gone in if he was a little bit shorter, maybe an inch or two. Thank goodness he's 6'6". It will be a corner, and they will rule it on this near side for the Tigers. Coming over, let's see who will do so. I think 15, Jared Walker, it is. Walker will have the service. And the Lakers still a 0-0. Back on defense. Credit Theo Blachon, one of the best keepers in the nation at this level. Was another brilliant save from the keeper from Saint Etienne. Backside, headed out by Knight. Played, though, by the Tigers on that far side by Correa. Blackstock covers Correa. Correa, though, getting around him, but it will be lost off of the end stripe. And a goal kick for the Lakers. So they sustain the attack by weathering that storm. And through the first 30 minutes, we have the scoreless tie to this point with the Lakers, who, of course, worth mentioning again, missing their best offensive weapon in Ryan King. Hope to have him back soon. Right now they are looking primarily for some offense and to get things going again. The win, a crosser, far side. That is Blackstock. He's changed wings with Pimenta. Pimenta now on the near side. Blackstock on the far side. Trying to get a service in there with the left foot. He's stymied. He'll have to come back now. He'll go over on that far side, and now a chance for the touch as it will come to the middle. Pimenta on frame and into the keeper's hands as Ubazaru will squeeze it. And as we tick down to the 14-minute mark, the Lakers with an opportunity to score. So both keepers, très bien so far. Very good play, keeping both teams scoreless to this point. Style points, of course, to Theo Blachon. Use that height to keep it a 0-0 match. Swinging it through Knight. Gertner again. Those two have been consistent back there. Rogers, he's played himself into the starting lineup and stuck as well off of one of the midfielders, to be exact. That was Correa. Lakers still with the advantage. Trying to flip it on frame, and it did get towards the goal, but as it came off of Gumieres' foot without the proper pacing, an easy ball there for Ubazaru. Rogers could handle it. Now an advantage and an opportunity for Correa. Trying to swing it back to the middle. Nobody home there. Lifted in the air on that far side by the Lakers defense. Good play. They'll play on. Pimenta separated from it and foul. There's That would be a pretty good collision with Maxime Correa, sophomore from Saint Brice-la-Veine in France. Turunen, far side, Blackstock, the Division I transfer. Lakers with a cross, backside. Nobody to hammer at home, but Pimenta now will get it on this near side sideline. He'll have to swing it back, though, at the 12-minute 40-second mark. Rogers trying to send it into the attack, and Kay was down there, but it's parried away by the keeper. Played on. The advantage still now for the Lakers. Left foot shot on goal, and in! The Lakers with a score, and that is Gumieres. Bravo, Gumieres. Obrigado. For Gumieres, it is his first score of the year on his third shot. Gumieres at the 12:26 mark. We'll put the Lakers on top. Pete Peterson happy with the offense off of the bench. Olavo last year had some playing time, but now a sophomore. Gaining a little bit more and more, and I'm sure that will merit him even more time. Was at the King's Academy in Tennessee. We tick down to about a dozen minutes remaining. Off of Kay's foot.
Nacho scored, not a lot.
And no assist.
If anything, it's off of Olavo.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah, Nacho's the one that scored.
Okay, so we will have a correction on the scoring. Everybody thought there was going to be Gumieres. They will give it to Ignacio Perez. We all had it here as Gumieres. Coaching staff said they had it something different, so everything will be corrected. And from Obrigado, we'll say gracias. It goes from scoring from Brazil to the young man from Madrid, Spain. So all of that corrected. Perez's second score of the year. Ignacio on his fourth shot. Here is Gumieres. They'll go through Turunen, far side, Blackstock. Holds it at his feet. There's Perez. And that'll go off to the far side sideline. We'll have a throw in for the Tigers. Well, either way, like we said, we get the right player now. It's still a 1-0 lead for the Lakers. They will give the assist, though, as it came off of Gumieres. So there must have been a touch there, a deflection of some sort. It's hard for us to see. We kind of got screened off, and I guess that's what Gumieres, we did see that number, but came off of his foot. He'll get credit for the assist, is what we're now being told. Back toward Blachon. We'll watch it go wayward off of that near side end line and a goal kick. 10 minutes flat till we go to halftime. Lakers sit at 19th in the country. See if that ranking would change any, if they'll remain ranked or fall out after the loss. Of course, a win here would certainly help their case. Be on the road for a little while after this as well. So this is one of those matches where they'd like to have this before going on the road for 3 matches. LeSean, you see that big boot. Almost out kicking everybody, gets it into the attacking third, lifted up there by Kay. Kay gets behind the keeper and puts it in frame. 2-0. Brad Kay, the sophomore from Manchester, England. The score for him, Kay has been another one that has been a very good scorer this year. It's his 4th goal of the season. He sat at 33rd in the country in scoring. That'll bump him up a little bit more. And the Lakers up 2-0. Substitution is coming off. He stands for the Tigers, and into the match for the first time is number 13, Peter Oyatunji, the freshman from London. So the Lakers at about 9:13 will give the score for K. So Ignacio Perez at 12:26, K at 9:13, till the half, and the Lakers up by 2. And the energy, the key word, has certainly started to be answered here as the Lakers now starting to control the match. A match that early on saw them back on their defensive heels, but now the Tigers looking to strike through ball, and that won't be connected. They were looking for Ethan Acton. Couldn't get it to him. Lakers will have the throw in here on the near side. Taking his time is Rogers, letting that clock siphon away. William Schindler with you. We thank you for tuning in. Lakers lifting that back over into one of the Georgia Pines. Just striking pine straw and pine cones. We'll have a violation. They wanted him back a little bit further, so the throw-in will be redone as Ethan Acton will take it from a different location for the Tigers. Gets it in. Is on frame, falling on top. The keeper for the Lakers, Blachon. Sneaking into the, been in the match a little bit, came off the bench. That is Hugo Cochenou, who was the young man from France into his fellow countrymen's hands. Cochenou again playing it now to Tarunen, though, as he'll lose possession. Gertner back to his keeper. Lift in the air. Miss hit there by the keeper. Didn't get across the center stripe. Now moving over to the far side. One of the substitutes, that is Uyatunji. Back through Knight as they'll give up possession. We're going to see Christian Ransom here in a few moments for the Lakers. We're dipping under 7 minutes till the half. Lakers up by a pair. LeSean comes over to the near side. Too hot to handle. Went over Rogers' head. Quick throw in there, playing it forward from Acton. Whistle actually will reverse things, though, after the foul and the throw in. Lakers with the free kick. Rogers will do so. We will see, as we said, Ransom coming in as well for the Lakers, Carlos Naranjo. So a pair of substitutes before the half. We'll let you know when that is officially made, and it is going to be right now.
Go get them, gentlemen. Go get them.
Ransom and Naranjo, 16 and 18 respectively. The win coming off, as well as it looks like Ignacio Perez, the scorer in that first goal for the Lakers, off the assist of Olavo Gumieres. A man from Madrid. Let me say apologies, lo siento to him for shortchanging him a score. Although we all stand corrected, and we've got him now. Offsides called on the attacker on the far side. That was the substitute, Peter Oyatunji, freshman from London, England. Now, I'll tell you what, England has some great prep school names. He is Peter Oyatunji from Barking Abbey School. You can't beat that one. That's just, I tell you what, the Barking Abbey School. Gotta love that. There was someone, I was covering a game up at Emory, who was in the greater Washington, D.C. area, and there is a school there that's called the School Without Walls, which Yeah, there you go. That says enough. The Lakers on the strike, up by 2, trying to connect again. It comes back off of the header. Kay was lurking. They'll play it back, though, as Pimenta will track it down. Back through Rogers. We tick toward the 5-minute mark, crossing it into the box, lifted up. Blackstock was lurking, but some good defense there by West Alabama and Rye. Centered back to Pimenta, though. He'll come back through the middle. Knight will track it down right at the center stripe, and now as he reverses, has to play it back through his keeper. The Lakers will regroup, now playing the clock as they're up by 2 scores. As Gertner now. Toby Gertner lifting in the air. Rogers header forward into some space. Kay forcing the issue, but the keeper there, and lifted in the air by Ubazaru. On the ground, Knight back to the keeper. LaShawn. Kay scored at 9:13, the second score for the Lakers. Blackstock now. Little nice give to the near side. Pimenta off of one of the defenders. Pimenta staying with it. Played off by that defender, Ethan Acton, on this near side sideline, but at last touched a Laker, and a throw in for Acton in the Tigers. 4 minutes flat until we get to the half, as fighting for it is Gumieres. Alavo plays it back here to Rogers. Rogers active on this near side wing. Now cuts it back with 2 defenders in front of him. It'll come off of the Tigers, and Gumieres will have the throw in on the near side sideline. Now they'll switch it up as Gumieres back into the field of play. Rogers takes his time, comes over here. He'll throw it in. Gets it to Gumieres. Rogers, crosser. Closest one would be Blackstock. He plays it off his left foot. Now gets possession. See what Blackstock can do with it. He'll circle back over that far side sideline in the shadows. Makes a move. Trying to cross it. And that'll be denied. And it'll be a throw in for the Lakers. Just shy of the corner. And it looks like they will have going over that far side corner Carlos Naranjo, the redshirt senior from Fayetteville, Georgia. 3 minutes on the clock. The Lakers up 2-0. First half of play. Throw in. Goes right back to Naranjo off of Blackstock's foot. Naranjo trying to get into the box. Almost set up for a bicycle kick. Instead, it's played out there by the Tigers. Koshinu plays it to the near side to Ethan Acton. Acton forward, trying to get in stride there with Oyatunji, and he outpaced him. Back was Gertner. It'll be a throw-in for the Lakers. Under 2.5 to play in the first half. The Lakers with those pair of strikes to the back of the net as Jordan Knight. And not only one of the better players defensively on this team, we always say this about Jordan, one of the nice guys around here. He's going to do well whatever he goes into in life. And it's just seen him all 4 years, but they're quality individuals. He certainly is one of them. Now played, picked up there by Maul. Maul on the run, trying to get a through ball here. Correa trying to cross it back. Nicely picked off there, though, by Ransom and the defense of Lakers. Ransom playing it now here to the near side sideline. He'll try to cross it back. Instead takes it, keeps it, turns his back, goes back through Rogers, shielding off the would-be attack there of Maxim Correa. Lakers on the run. They have Kay in this near sideline, but they are outnumbered. Kay, it's swatted away off the feet of his opposite number. And Liam Conduno. Lakers off that throw-in. Pimenta crossing, trying to get it over there on that far side. And Gutierrez with the hookup. Can't do so. Actually, that's Naranjo over there now. And Naranjo whistled, caught up. And the Lakers have the advantage. Tarunen comes over with Naranjo crossing over to his right. Tarunen will take the free kick. And he'll come back over through Gertner here across midfield. Now back crossing once more. They get it through Pimenta, and they'll go all the way over on that far side wing again through Naranjo. Back through Knight. Trying to press a little bit is Uyatunji. Uyatunji, the player in white you see there. So it goes back through Blashon, back over through Knight. Playing on that far side. Back. They've really kind of gone to almost 2 backs. Ransom kind of in that middle, floating around a little bit. On the shot, falling down, making the save, Ubazaru to his right, off the foot of Langston Blackstock. Langston Blackstock, with that injury, looked really bad the last time, but he is fine. Blackstock, as we said, the sophomore from Marietta, transferred over from Conway, South Carolina, and Coastal Carolina University. Under 10 seconds left here, although the Lakers will play it off to that far side, and things, we will go to the half. 2-0 Lakers with the lead over the Tigers, and that'll give us a chance to thank our sponsors and our community partners that help make Clayton State and this broadcast possible. This year they include Bojangles, Carrabba's, CCTV, Classic Bus Sales. We say hey to Fritz, by the way, up at Classic Bus Sales. Chick-fil-A, Forest Park Dwarf House, Drury Inn and Suites, Georgia's own credit union, Ortho Atlanta, IBM SECU, $3 Cafe, where I believe if you're a student or an employee here, you get a little bit of a discount. Check that out. Waffle House, and let me tell you something about the Waffle House, overlooked. Go check out the omelets. They're really good. And Cambridge Computer Mach 3, and, of course, Nike. So that sends us to the half. We'll be back with the final 45 of regulation. Lakers up by a pair. Welcome back to the second half of play, everyone. William Schindler with you. We are about set to start as the Lakers up 2-0 against the West Alabama Tigers. So far, the scoring coming from Ignacio Perez at 12:26 with the assist going to Olavo Gumieres, and Brad Kay knocking it home at 9:13. The pair of strikes late in that first half put what was at one time the top scoring team in the country, now third in the country, on top here against the 2-1 Tigers. Lakers 4-1, trying to get their 5th win of the season before going on a 3-game road trip. Lakers moving left to right now in this half across your screen, right to left for the Tigers in white. And as we settle into a fine, feeling like fall evening, lights on, sun down, sit back, relax as we get the final 45 here in regulation underway. We'll have a free kick for the Tigers on that far side. Well, look to cross over here through Maul on the near side. Throwing it back through the middle back. And Condono will get it right back. And they'll play pitch and catch with Maul. Trying to track it down is Gumieres. Gumieres, a nice little separation. And now as Gumieres plays it towards the frame, trying to get it to Kay. The opportunity missed there. Pimenta on the backside couldn't get it as well. Ooh, it was set up nicely. Everything seemed to be in place. Positioning was good, and the pass just a little bit out of pace. And as Kay was looking for perhaps his second score of the evening, couldn't slam it in. Lakers, though, with an early opportunity for offense, played away from Ransom. And now an opportunity as Connor Atkinson in the match for the first time as well to start things off. Back through Theo Blachon, the keeper. Atkinson, one of the changes for the Lakers, trying to see if there's anybody else out there. Kay does start as well. Blackstock here on the near side. Langston Blackstock play on this near side wing, and we have Naranjo remaining in one of the substitutions. On defense, as Knight gets past him, and the keeper to his left as he will be on the dive to stop that shot, getting through the net as that was Lucas Hart. And the first time we've seen the sophomore from Bexley in Kent, be in the United Kingdom, and he almost had a score there. Good save by Blachon. One of the changes for West Alabama. We did not see Lucas Hart at all in that first half, and there he is once more. Lucas Hart coming with that left foot, trying to get it on the pass here to McLeod. McLeod plays it back to the center stripe on a little give and go, checked out by Naranjo. All the way back out here, rolling to the near side, retreating is Maul, and now he'll pick it up as he'll play it forward, trying to get it in the strike to the near side with Walker, playing it to the corner. Knight cuts him off, but Walker plays it back to the far side. Rogers is lurking back there as he'll reverse it down that far side sideline, getting away from Correa. Now with the opportunity for the Lakers, and it looks like that will be Ransom over there. A little touch through Gumieres. And the pass back, a little bit wayward, but Knight does finally get it for playing it back on away from Vince Stans. Back through his keeper, Blachon, crossing it to the far side. Off the chest of Rogers. And now Gertner with a touch. Lakers up by 2. And at this point, you know, the Lakers, it'll be interesting to see what Pete Peterson wants to do. Pete's a pedal to the metal kind of guy, and not sure if they're going to go into much of a shell here. Look for the Lakers to continue on. And remember, they've had a 10-0 victory already this season. I would suspect the Lakers not going to go into just a defensive shell and rest on their laurels. Jared Walker with the throw-in. Long throw, gets it to the feet of Vince Stans. A man from the Netherlands. Back over, middle of the pitch. Ransom now with it for the Lakers. Ransom looking for a pass, crosses it back through Gumieres. Olavo plays it over, but intercepted there by McLeod. McLeod in the direction now of the Tigers, crosses the center stripe. Tarunan challenges him and will get whistled for the foul. So Mitro wearing that captain's armband for the first time. At least I can recall him being named the captain. Last year was Jordan Knight most of the year, I think pretty much all the year. And Tim Neusser was the captain early on this season. Tim not playing, though, here tonight, at least thus far. Rogers on the run, separated there by the tall defense of Colum Rye. Maul in the middle of the pitch, went over to Zayed. Zayed got knocked down. They'll play on, no whistle. Lakers with Ransom, or with Pimenta to Turunen. Rogers now, center of the pitch, and Knight keeps it at his feet, passes to Turunen. Gumieres a touch back through Knight, looks back through his keeper, put that with a little bit of zest. It goes off of the keeper, Blachon, got to parry it back out with his foot to the near side. That was a misstep between two of the veterans, and now is a throw-in and an opportunity here for West Alabama. Here is McLeod, taken away. Nice play. Here's Blackstock. Langston Blackstock on the run. He'll give it on the run to Pimenta to his left. Pimenta now into the box, crossing it off the keeper's hands. There's Kay trying to clean it up as the shot over the frame off of the foot of Gumieres. Too hot to put that in the back of the net. It was a good sequence. Everything looked good to try to beat Cosmas Ubazaro, who continues in frame for West Alabama. And the freshman keeper from just outside of Paris, and Lemeru, as he's been tested quite a bit. And speaking of French keepers, there is Theo Blachon.
Move on, next one, come on.
Lakers just missing their third score of the match. Very high, long drop kick, gets all the way to the feet of Blackstock. Gumieres reversing, coming back, knocked away, and now on the run. The Tigers trying to play it back and forth in the midfield as Walker had a touch. Good ball by Gertner, though, to get it away on that far side. Rogers again, but back and forth. Midfield play before being knocked out here on the near side by the Tigers. Looking at the upcoming schedule for both teams, you have a return home to Livingston, Alabama, although I believe they're going to have that marked as an exhibition match against Florida National. Well, they had that before. Then Clayton State, here, just looking at their schedule, they don't have anybody, as that will come off the keeper and separated. Did he get fouled? Didn't hear a whistle. Holding on to it nonetheless is Theo Blachon. As a quick opportunity for the Tigers, Blachon hanging on, got really hammered there by Stans, who's a big guy. It's 6 feet, 183. He looks bigger, though, on the pitch. There was no foul committed, though. Lakers with Blackstock, although it'll come back out off of one of the defenders' feet. And the Lakers will have the throw-in. Trying to cross here. Blackstock. Gumieres through two defenders. It will ricochet back out, and they'll have a offsides on the Lakers. Flag up. We were looking, though, at that schedule, Lamb. That was throwing us off. That there was that Florida National game. That was before this. They have no score on there. And they'll go back home to against Mississippi College, well, West Alabama after this. The Lakers, as we said, they go on the road for 3. Before they will return home. So this is a big match to get that win. They'll be at Shorter, Auburn, Montgomery, Georgia Southwestern. Next home match for the Lakers men is October 12th. So we'll be at 3:30 on the 12th of Saturday. That'll be against number 10 now, Lynn. West Alabama will have an attack here, an opportunity, and just off of the near side post, watching it fly by, was Blachon. It came off of the foot of Lucas Hart. See the two substitutes for the first time as Gumieres gets a seat. Connor Atkinson will return for the Lakers. And into the match will be for the first time, a young man, the senior from Faro, Portugal. Faro, Portugal will be David Nascimento. Faro, Portugal, I believe we're on the coast of Portugal. Very pretty town. Here's Blackstock. Back through Tarunan, Knight, and back to Blackstock. So triangles, now it gets back through Mitro, and Tarunan will distribute it to Rogers right across that center stripe. Ransom now with it. Tarunan again. 34-52 and ticking, a 2-0 lead for the Lakers. Blackstock off of his chest. Langston trying to cut to the frame, can't do so yet. Cut off there. He'll get help though. And as it's knocked away from him, throw in for the Lakers.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Tarunan will come to the bench into the midfield for the Lakers. Returns one of the starters. It's number 19, Henry Nguyen, junior from Helsinki. So countrymen for countrymen. They both knew each other from in that greater Helsinki area. Mitro's just from the outskirts of Helsinki. Touch pass, Atkinson slammed under it and well over the crossbar. Lakers still up by a pair. Goal kick for Ubazaru. Ubazaru will have it again. He's well above his height, only at 5'8". He's been had his moments in the crease, although right now trailing by 2, and the Lakers with another opportunity. Pimenta just over the crossbar. Isaac, a redshirt sophomore from North Cobb High School. Man, he gave it a good go. That was almost in the upper quadrant. A little bit too much on it. Getting it over that crossbar, the Lakers would have put the final nail. It would have been probably in this match at 33-14 and ticking in the second half in the coffin of the Tigers. They still have a tremendous hill to climb with each ticking moment, but the Lakers certainly would love a third score. Free kick upcoming for Kieran Mall. Mall backside, headed back down there smartly by Nguyen and the Lakers. Still possession though for West Alabama. Coming out is Blachon. Blachon, a nice little save as he steps in front of the would-be strike of Lucas Hart. All the way back, here's Kay. Kay will lift it towards the frame, but just a little bit wayward here on the near side. Gave it a good go. Did Brad Kay, scoring already once this evening at the 9:13 mark. Kay did not start, but the sophomore from Manchester, England, coming off the bench. And they're going to rule it a corner. Connor Atkinson will take it. Near side for the Lakers. Atkinson's corner, a deep ball headed back and out on the backside. It might have been Rogers who got ahead into it. The Lakers just could not connect, a little too deep on the cross off of the set piece, and looking for their third score, but still up 2-0. William Schindler with you. Thank you for tuning in. A beautiful evening here as the Lakers trying to retain their number 19th ranking in D2. And they have looked a lot more energetic to go along with that energy theme. Tell you what, Pete Peterson's got to be pleased. I think there are some areas where he would say there's room for improvement as it's played back out to the far side by Blachon off the far side sideline, a throw in for the Tigers. But all in all, it's a good rebound off of a loss that was a bit of a heartbreak in overtime, that 1-0 loss against Montevallo. Back toward the keeper, Blachon on a hop knocks it down and plays it to his feet. Picking it up before the young man from the Netherlands could do anything with it. Vince Stans, who has been lurking back there as the lone striker for the Tigers. Naranjo here on the near side. 2 in front of him, knocked away. Throw-in advantage for the Lakers. Naranjo does it himself, looking for Pimenta as he flashes free into the corner. Pimenta looking for a cross, plays it right off of a defender, and we'll have a corner coming up as it went off of Nacimiento. Atkinson, encore performance for the young man from England. Liverpool, to be exact, a redshirt senior. One of 3 redshirt seniors on this squad, including King and Naranjo. And headed just high. Pimenta again. Give it a good go. Could not slam it home. That too a little bit higher than the other miss over the crossbar. 2 substitutions. Returning is Turunen after a brief respite, and very brief. Coming off is Ransom. Also coming off is Brad Kay. And returning, one of the starters, number 21, Jack Stevens for Kay. Sophomore from Brisbane. We got to check the world clock to see what time it is even in Brisbane. Somewhere in the neighborhood of, I think, about, 15 hours ahead? Somewhere down there. Either way, we are just under 29 minutes left in this match. At least in regulation, and it's looking better and better for the Lakers, who are up 2-0. And a whistle, it will be an advantage for the Lakers. A free kick just outside the box, and this could be huge. The foul is called on Maxime Correa, the sophomore from France. And the Lakers, I'm sorry, actually, apologies. That will be against the Lakers. And a big opportunity here for West Alabama. Nacimiento will take the free kick. Nacimiento, a crosser, backside, header, and that'll go over the crossbar. Best opportunity we've seen in this second half, and maybe overall for the Tigers. Looks like they're going to give it to Colin Rye on the official statistics. You're giving the signal there that he will get credited for the shot. Under 28 minutes left to play. They were looking to maybe cut the lead in half for the Tigers after that foul. Stevens on the run. He's got Ransom to his, or Pimenta to his right. He is tripped up, and it will be a yellow card issued to West Alabama and Adam Zaid. Graduate student from Dublin, Ireland, gets the yellow card. Went to the Dublin Institute of Technology, the capital and largest city in that island on the eastern shore of Ireland. Here's Connor Atkinson, big boot. Connor could put it in from here, quite honestly. Atkinson, and there you go. I mean, Connor they could have put him back from over midfield. That might have been a little bit closer on frame. Unfortunately, Connor, I mean, he has a huge boot, but sometimes the accuracy is the issue. And there, he put that well into the trees. Ticking down to 27 minutes left to play. Nacimiento. Now played back to the near side. McLeod pauses, crosses, looking for a striker. Nicely played back out by Rogers. Rolling all the way back out to the far side, trying to track it down is Blackstock. Rye will get to it, though, first. And as the throw-in for West Alabama, they'll have the attack, the advantage. Zayed lift in the air for Correa. Lakers now with control through Nguyen. Rogers right back now through Turunen. Naranjo lost control of it. Maul had it for a moment. Now McLeod on the run. McLeod nicely tackled there and separated by Tarunen. Atkinson goes to his left. The win on the ground. Rogers. Midfielders have played an exceptional match. Again, without Stankovic. Of course, without Ryan King tonight again. Those two big players for the Lakers. Certainly missing them, but they're up 2-0. Naranjo plays it off of his right shin guard. And now on the run, gets it to Blackstock, but he has to pause. Comes back. He's got Pimenta out in front. Instead chooses to go to Atkinson. And now back through Naranjo. Carlos. And that will come off of the left foot of David Nacimiento. And a throw in here on the near side for the Lakers and Naranjo. 25-20 and ticking. Langston Blackstock. Nice little turn, comes around, gets the jersey tugged, puts it toward the front of the net, and that will be back out off of the end line, and Atkinson will get a corner after it's last touched by a Tigers defender. Now they're going to change it up and send over another player, Jack Stevens, to take it. Instead of Atkinson, it'll be Jack Stevens. First time we've seen him take a corner in this match. Sends it back a little bit too high for Rogers. It will go, it looked like it touched him, but it'll go off of that far side, and we'll have a goal kick for West Alabama and Ubazaru. Cosmos Ubazaru. And played off here to the near side. That didn't go as swimmingly as they wanted it. Naranjo. Lakers with the advantage, staying on offense. Throw in, trying to get it over to Blackstock. Instead, it will go here to Stevens, and he tried with the left foot to get it on the near side post. A little bit shy of the mark, and it was a goal kick for the Tigers. Couldn't get it on frame. Lakers up by 2, though. As both scores coming very close to each other. 12-26, Ignacio Perez. We said it was Gumieres. He got the assist. Got deflected there, and so Perez gets the score at 12-26. Then Brad Kay, his score at 9-13.
That was the second time he's assisted Kay, if I remember correctly. I think he was the one that got it before.
And now as the win will go back through Knight. Jordan puts it on the ground. Nice little touch there through to the Naranjo. But now the Tigers with Nacimiento back through their defense. Conduno. Play it over through Rye. Maxim Rye from Coventry, England. West Midlands. England, of course, always kind of interesting when you put a kind of monolithic frame on a country. As there's Atkins, or Gertner over there on the far side. Gertner back through Rogers. It's sort of like internationals looking at the United States. Looking at the large cities is Pimenta back. Pimenta, an opportunity, but the keeper, Ubazaru, will play it forward first. Looking at the, if you look at New York, Washington, Los Angeles, greater metro areas, and you kind of look at that in the way of London or things along those lines. You get out in the West Midlands, a lot more rural and blue collar. And so a different outlook than most would see in London, as that will be on frame. Just probably wouldn't have gone in, but it's knocked down anyway by the keeper, Blachon. Might have gone a little too close to comfort. Might have gone on the near side post, but you don't want to mess around with that. Blachon was right to take it. The drop kick at 21-30. Headed there by Stevens. Stevens trying to track down his own header as Jack Stevens there, and the keeper will knock him down, and that'll be a whistle. Whoa, a forearm shiver from the 5'8" Cosmos Ubazaru. And we're not going to have a card or anything, but they were trying to play it quickly as Stevens smartly got to the ball, and the keeper was out of position, and the official, rightfully so, saying, okay, everybody, pause, breath, let's get set. Jack Stevens free kick. It's like a short corner kick. So they'll run almost a set piece here with the Lakers up by 2. Jack Stevens. And that's headed back out. Now we're going to have a proper corner. Came off of the head of Liam Coduno. Cody Crimmins waiting to enter. Crimmins will enter. Pamencha will come out. Trying to see who that is to take the corner. He is covered up. That actually will be Jack Stevens continuing the service. So Crimmins sneaks in, Pamencha out. Stevens ball backside, lifted in the air by a defender, and a foul on the Lakers. It will be a free kick for the Tigers. So they can't cash in there for their third score. Tigers dodge a bullet. Well played defense for them. Gertner, the header back, Toby Gertner. Just still love saying the name Pfaffenhofen, Germany. That's never going to get old. Keep him around for quite some time, as it'll be played into the corner in the run hole. To the flag, what will they rule it? It'll be throw-in for the Lakers. Yes, it will be. I was trying to see they were screened off pretty good. Under 20 minutes, 19:20 to be exact. In the air by Stevens. Back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. Another one that's the win. Finally gets to somebody's feet. Still in the advantage. And lurking and flipped up just wide of the frame by the Tigers. Well, 2 substitutes coming in here. We'll see for the first time in the match, Ben Walker, senior from Cullum, Alabama. And Richard Lopez, the starter, freshman from Houston, Texas, will return as checking out is Stans as well as Zayed. Perez back into the match for the Lakers. He'll replace Naranjo, and also returning is Hector Gutierrez. He'll replace Josh Rogers. 18-15 and ticking. Lakers up 2-0 on a beautiful evening weather-wise, and so far it's been reflected in the Lakers' play as early on they were a little bit touch and go in that match. And then they got 2 in the back of the net. Crimmins on the far side as that will come off of one of the defenders, played off the end line. We're going to have a corner. Liam Condono was trying to hang on to it. Couldn't do so. Now Atkinson back into duty as it will be on that far side. Well, they switch him over there. They like him with that right foot. Maybe a little in-swinger better. See what he'll try to do with this set piece. Atkinson. Good ball, but a whistle. Trying to get it to Stevens. Jack Stevens in the air, but the 6'2" sophomore couldn't get it on frame. The whistle stopped play anyway, and we'll have a goal kick here from Ubazaru. William Schindler with you. 17:09 and ticking. Come loose, throw in on the near side. Nascimento, man from Faro, Portugal, the senior. The win. Stevens tied up. Finally off the near side sideline, and a whistle is some words exchanged between Stevens and looked like that was Maul. And so the two talking to each other, nothing coming of it. Played back out, Blackstock's feet. will then shift it to Stevens. Pushed by Maul. Will go back off Perez and off of his opposite number, Lucas Hart, off the near side sideline, and throw in for Ignacio. Ignacio, the guys around the team do call him Nacho, which we're being referred to as Ignacio. What's interesting, we talked about this with the coach, and he likes it. Some parts of the world, in the Spanish-speaking world, it's kind of a slur, so he likes it. As Crimmins puts it on frame, and nicely saved there by the keeper. Bizarro knocked it down. That was all of a sudden a good ball from Cody Crimmins off that far side. Give him credit for that shot. Almost putting in for the third score. Comes all the way back. Gertner heads it back to his keeper, right into the hands, and held on to by Theo Blachon. Tarunen, a give to Perez. And now forward, a nice ball through, but cut off there as they were looking for Blackstock. Getting back there was Condone. Cadono, I should say, and now played forward here by Correa. Knight. The win. Trying to get it to Tarunen, separated there. Nascimento got it loose. And now as it's Maul, the young man from Houston, Scotland. Atkinson challenged. Correa on the run. About 14 and a half left to play. And it comes back out to Stevens. Left foot trying to get Crimmins down there with his speed on the far side. Crimmins in a foot race with Rye. Rye gets there first, plays it off that far side sideline, but the Lakers will have an advantage with a throw in on that far side sideline to see if they can continue on this attack, up by 2. So they'll throw it in over there with Hector Gutierrez to do so. Surveying the situation. Stevens comes out, gets the throw in. Ricochets back off of one of the defenders for the Tigers, and we'll do it all over again. Hector Gutierrez, encore performance into Langston Blackstock. Blackstock trying to turn there, lost control of it. And as it comes back out, here's Correa on the run. Gets it ahead now with McLeod. A touch with Knight in front of him. McLeod retreats. And the pass goes over to his teammate Correa before he loses control. And the Lakers have a throw-in with Ignacio Perez doing so here on the near side. Well, the substitution as Gio Rios returns. The 5'5" freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia, Discovery High School product, will return, one of the starters. He will replace Connor Atkinson. It's kind of more of a offense for holding midfielder substitution under the 13-minute mark. Lakers looking to improve to 5-1. Like we said, they go on the road for 3 matches. We're not going to see everybody again till October. So we wish you a very good rest of September. And we'll have long pants on probably by the next time we talk. I think the shorts might be in the back of the, although you never know here in Georgia. They could be still in use, as all of a sudden now it's an opportunity for Nascimento, and the Tigers cut off there nicely by Nguyen. Played out by Nguyen to Tarunen. Countryman to countryman on the run. Here's Crimmins. Crimmins offsides. Now Cody put it off of the near side post. So as we hit the 12-minute mark, he was offside though. Just a step ahead of his would-be defender. It will be free kick here for Cosmos Ubizarro. Gertner. Back to the keeper, Blachon. Big foot. Blackstock lifts in the air. Crimmins here on the near side. Plays it to his feet. Comes back through to Rudin. Mitro looking to cross, using the whip. Stevens is waiting over there. Stevens will now possess it. And looking to pass over that far side, Gio Rios. It'll find his feet. 5'5" striker, trying to look for some space, trying to put something into it. It's knocked away. Ethan Acton knocked it loose. The official got in front there and separated it for the moment, as now the Lakers still fighting for possession. Over on that far side, Rios got separated. It'll come back there to the feet of Hector Gutierrez. A touch for Gertner. The win. Lakers still with control, but losing it right there. And now an opportunity for the Tigers. They bury it into that far side corner as Correa trying to move forward, and that is lost off the end line. We'll have a corner for the Tigers. West Alabama had 3 corners in that first half. I believe this is their first corner in the second half. I'm sorry, no. That was it was not ruled a corner. Thought it would be. I thought it looked like here they played it off. Okay, our bad. Trying to Blackstock, he lost his footing. Comes over to us. Got some skills from AYSO. Not really. 10-minute mark. Well, the Lakers, fair to say, are going to close out this one in the next 10. Right now, though, Pete Peterson still upset with maybe a little bit of a sloppy pass here or there. Lakers up 2-0. The goals not spaced that far apart, both of which coming in that conclusion of the first half of play. They'll be scoring here so far in the second half. Lakers have pretty much controlled the tempo, though. Here's Gio Rios. He's got Langston Blackstock here on the near side. Blackstock back through Stevens. Perez, Blackstock. Ignacio will go back through Knight, and we'll see if he'll swing it all the way back through the keeper. He does so. LeSean. Gertner. And the Lakers trying to extricate themselves from back on their defensive heels.
Number 9, who are we going?
Tarunen near side. It'll go all the way over across the width. Blackstock with it. Separated there. Comes back for it after it's knocked away by David Nascimento. Perez in space. On the ground, through ball. That'll be a flash through for Rios. Comes back, puts it into space. Nobody was there. Got a little bit too deep on Gio. Nice idea, though. Turning the young man from the Netherlands for the West Alabama Tigers in stands, and the Lakers will have Gumieres, the Sao Paulo, Brazil product. Here just a moment, but first Rios in space. Gio Rios. Gio will score. Rios got free and just couldn't hold back from putting that in frame. And that beautiful shot.
You can go get him, son.
Gio, the freshman. 7:58 on the score. For Rios, his first score at the collegiate level. His 7th shot of the year.
Number 10, who you go?
Noises are in as well for the first time. We told you that Gumieres will come in already. Blackstock out, as well as the first time tonight, Toby Gertner, graduate defender from Pfaffenhofen, Germany. Theo Blachon lifting in the air. Lakers up by 3. We'll see if there was an assist there. They're going to give Mitro Tarunen the assist. Thank you, as we get the official statistics and thumbs up on that assist. Crimmins now into some space. Let's see, although it's cut back off by his defender. Rolled back to Ubazuru. And back out through Nguyen. Yeah, Rios I mean, those are one of the, were so wide open, he could have really put that over the crossbar easily, but to Gio's credit, that was a beautifully played shot. You get in space, you kind of can overthink things, to be quite honest with you. But a beautiful finish for the freshman. We're under 7 minutes left to play. The Lakers are going to improve here as that'll play to the back of the net, plucked from the air. Shutout continues. Theo Blachon has only surrendered 2 scores all year. The Lakers now have scored 18-2. That is the outscoring of their opponents on the season. They've only allowed 1 score in the second half all year. The other obviously coming in overtime, and that loss, as Rios will cross it all the way over to the backside. Thinking about it, Stevens stops, will come back out, no shot there. Comes and swinging it back through Gutierrez, Nguyen. Henry plays it on the ground, trying to get it there to Perez, could not connect. Hart for the Tigers off of Tarunan, a throw-in coming for the University of West Alabama. Kyle McLeod from Montrose, Scotland, throws it in. Back through Nascimento, and they will go through Condono. And now Rye. Acton with a touch. Rios in front of him. Acton plays it on the ground, far side. The Lakers step in front, and now the Lakers on the run. Some speed on the far side, looking for a 4th score. Playing it back, free in the box. It comes back out, deflected. Rios, flag up, and the Lakers are off sides as Gutierrez was here on the near side. So close, but the offside flag up. That was Hector Gutierrez on the far side with that speed. Came out of that midfield position and really gave it a go. 3-0, Lakers in the final 5. Not like we said, the Lakers are going to win this one. And just looking ahead here, not trying to miss any action, as here comes Nascimento into the attack. Crosser headed back out. Nicely played by the Lakers. Looked like that was Gutierrez. Still on the attack. West Alabama. Through the box, lift in the air, headed back up. Stans had it for the moment. The wind forward. And now the Lakers on the run. Can they get anything going again? Crossing by Stevens. Crimmins was lurking. Cody will try to track it down. Couldn't do so. Substitution for the Tigers. Hugo Cochenou will come back in, the graduate student from Mont-de-Marsan in France. And Lucas Hart will go to the bench. We're talking about that Lakers schedule, though. They will go on the road, and of course that is going to be some tests for the next little bit. And that is kind of a long road trip in a way when you got to go play 3 matches and then return home, and you got Lynn. I mean, that is going to be a tough opponent there. As an opportunity too high. They're trying to not have a shutout on their record. That came off of the foot of Richard Lopez. Like we said, though, we'll go to Shorter on the 24th in Rome, Georgia. 28th, it'll be at Auburn, Montgomery. 5th at Georgia Southwestern in Americus, Georgia. That will be the start of the Peach Belt. And then the 12th of October, a 3:30 start at here at home against what is now number 10th in the country, Lynn.
Shorter game. Shorter also had a 10-goal game at Trinity Baptist.
Josh Darling telling Shorter had a 10-0 match as well. 10-3. 10-3. So it was not a shutout. And that was against who? Rios, a crosser. That'll be deflected back out. Who was that against, Josh? Did you? Trinity Baptist. which got a big shrug from our SID. Okay. We're almost at the 2-minute mark. Lakers up by 3 and almost 4, but parried in the air. It was 2 fists back out there by the keeper for West Alabama, Zaru. The Lakers be back up there toward the top of the nation when scoring with these 3 goals. Also, when you talk about goalkeepers, this is another outstanding performance from LaShawn. Tarunin had an opportunity with a right foot, short hopped the keeper, but hung on to.
National lead is 5 shutouts. He would be 5%. He gets 6.
The national lead, 5 shutouts. This would put LaShawn in second place with 4. And remember the loss. I mean, it was an OT loss, a 1-0 loss. And, I mean, that's one of those things where if you know, let's go back to the Harvey Haddock's perfect game, right? He got it through 9 innings, went to extra innings, and lost it. So, in ways, had the shutout through 90. Oh my, that was some authority. A thump from Stevens. And man, oh man, you saw the deflection coming off the hands of Cosmas Ubazaru. It went well over the crossbar. It will set up a far side corner for the Lakers. And Rios will do the honors. Clock stops at 36 seconds. That was almost the crescendo at the end of what has been a pretty well-orchestrated evening. Are they going to switch corners? Okay. They had Rios over on the far side, and they'll switch it up, and they'll have Stevens do it here on the near side. 36 seconds left. Stevens comes short, lift in the air. Lakers won't have an opportunity unless now Tarunin can put it somewhere. Goes back over to Rios. Rios in the final closing moments off of the end line, and it will be a goal kick here for the University of West Alabama. Final 10 seconds. A 3-0 victory for the Lakers here. A few moments away from being final, and a 5-1 record for the home team. The Lakers looking good, rebounding after their first loss of the year, getting to the 5-1 mark. And as they'll go on the road for 3 matches, they have some very, very good vibes going for them. And all things considered, when they win this 3-0 without the leading scorer in the country, Ryan King, they'll take it. And so the Lakers happy with the win, a good rebound after that heartbreaking 1-0 overtime loss the last time out. And, of course, that against Montevallo. Like we said, Shorter, Auburn, Montgomery, and Georgia Southwestern, the 3 on the road. Our next men's broadcast will be at 3:30 Eastern on October 12th, a Saturday, against number 10 Lynn. That should be a very, very good matchup, and I believe that is also an alumni day. So there'll be a lot of ex-Lakers back in attendance for that. So another reason to tune in or come for that one. So Pete Peterson's squad, improves to 5-1, a 3-0 victory this evening. West Alabama falls to 2-2 on their season. They'll go back to Livingston, Alabama, and have that 4-hour drive ahead of them. Well, we thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. I'm William Schindler saying good night. Next broadcast, we will see you in October on the 12th. So long for now.